Hey folks, welcome back to Black and White. Here in Striaton City, heading off to the trainer school in order to find the gym leader. Now there are a couple things to learn in here, if you've never played a Pokémon game. I've played Pokémon games, so this is basically superfluous. But, you know, it's fine. Anyway, that's a very important trick here. I'm going to be using it. People will be confused, I know, because some people don't know that trick. Anyway, quiz on status conditions. This is all very elementary stuff that you should know if you've played Pokemon before, and should learn if you have not. A reward for knowing stuff is an item that lets us disregard that knowledge. Now, Cheren actually gives you a little, you know, a choice there. Like, you can back out if you haven't healed or something, which is unusually polite of him. Anywho, Cheren also has two Pokemon. Actually leads with a starter, which is unusual. Usually they save it as their trump card. Cheren's a little bit stronger than that one blonde chick that I'm forgetting the name of. Bianca. I knew that. Yeah, he's supposed to be the stronger rival, I guess, but difference is negligible. Anywho, here I was getting worried because he was like tail whipping me at the wazoo, and I was afraid that whatever he brought in next would do a lot of damage, because clearly Oshawott was not going to kill him. But then it turned out he had a Purloin, which basically cancels out any stat drops just because it sucks so much. I'm being unreasonably unfair. I tried to use a Purloin in my actual original playthrough. It just died too much. As you can see, even with those stat drops, it only did a third. So, yeah, not too much of a threat. But if you're under-leveled, or if you caught a bunch of Pokemon and none of them are very high level, Cheren could be kind of difficult here. Oh and yeah, you never want to give them a chance to use items. Sometimes you won't have a choice, but if trainers get into the red, they're more often likely to use a potion. So if you can kill them from the orange, that's helpful. And I will come up with some very convoluted ways to do that. Anywho, that's one of the gym leaders. There are three. He recommends we go to the Dream Yard. And the Dream Yard is basically a training site. It's a bunch of trainers with Pokemon that we've already seen, so you won't be seeing any of those fights. I don't even remember what each trainer had, but it's a random assortment of Patrats and Purloins and Lillipups that basically serve to give you a couple extra levels, because that's easier than grinding on wild Pokemon. This person will give you a certain Pokemon that will help you against a gym leader that you'll have to fight. I consider that the weak way out, and I know that because I used it in my original playthrough. Shut up. But yeah, it's there to teach you about type advantages and give you a quick bailout if you don't really know what you're doing. Anyway, let's explore the city a little bit. This guy will give you a Great Ball. I think there's someone around here that'll give you a Dusk Ball or something. But, you know, I'm not going to be using too many balls. In here, we have some people giving a little bit of exposition about evolution. And this is indeed Fennel's house, but we can't access Fennel until we beat the gym. Nothing down here, but I did see an item down there. This is me kind of getting lost. Notes about X items. I don't use them. Some people do. I think they are a weak way out. I don't use them. Hooray, type advantages. Type advantages are a critical part of Pokemon. If you don't know them, you will be kind of up shit creek without paddle. But this game does a really good job of hammering it into your head. Yeah, so part of the reason that Pokemon selection in the early routes is so limited is because they want to teach you this type advantage business and teach it with the starters and the Pansage, Pansear, Panpour Pokemon. So, we are ready to head off to the gym here. So this guy, I don't care if he calls himself Clyde, his name is Jim. And he will give you a fresh water at every gym, first to last. Anyway, this gym is a restaurant, and you progress in the gym by stepping on a tile that has the type advantage to the curtain. So water's good against fire, I am good against waiters who do not have anything new or insightful. And I use grass, or leaf in this case, against water. And then you use Pokemon against waitresses, who once again are not incredibly strong. And then fire against grass. And here's where you run back and heal, because you want to be fully healed before the gym. So, head on up. And this gym is special because, ta-da, guess what? There are indeed 3 gym leaders, which you kind of already knew if you looked at your badge case, but whatever. Each one specializes in a different type, and by specializes I mean has a Pokemon of that type in addition to a Lillipup. And you will fight the one that is strong against your starter Pokemon. And unlike with the rivals, it actually matters, because these guys have a move of that type that will be super effective and extra damaging against your starter. Luckily, I'm using a Lillipup, which is normal and only has one weakness, which is fighting, and these people do not have fighting. Anyway, all of them will lead with the same level 12 Lillipup, and this same level 12 Lillipup will always have the same strategy of using Work Up. Work Up is a new move added in this generation that raises both attack stats. It's great for mixed sweepers. Lilo is a physical attacker, so it's not as useful as it could be in other cases, but hey, it's still an attack boost. And it's, you know, it's no Swords Dance, but still great. So take care of Lillipup there. And you'll notice the music changed when we got down to the last Pokemon. After you take down Lillipup, Gym Leader will send out either a Pansage, Pansear, or Panpour, depending on which Pokemon you started with. And here's my ultra devilish strategy. Yeah, I used an Oranberry. It's amazing. Basically, that gave me a free turn to not have to heal manually, and basically allowed me to kill this Panpour. And that takes care of that. First gym is over and done with. Takedown. Strong move, recoil, still definitely worth having for pinch situations, so placing Outer Sleuth, because seriously. And Mrs. Watercress has been taken care of. I think it's a Mrs. Actually, no, Bulbapedia says it's Guy. Weird. Gym badges in Unova are very vertical, very long and slender and thin, and it's weird. I don't get it. Anywho, upon defeating this gym, you will get the badge, as well as a TM for Work Up, which I will be making thorough use of. See, the awesome thing about TMs in 5th generation is that they no longer break after one use. So you can shift around your movesets, try different things at no extra cost. It's really good, and I wish they had implemented that feature earlier. Some people would consider it overpowered or broken. I consider it liberating. Anyway, placing Leer because essentially it does the same thing, except I don't have to use it on every individual Pokemon. I can just beef up at the start of a match and proceed to sweep the entire team. Very useful. And that takes care of the Striaton Gym, and this here is Fennel. Hi there. Fennel basically... it's weird. She's here to, like, manage a feature that isn't active at all. Like, it's a feature that wasn't active when the game's launched, and as of this recording is still not active, and will never be active on emulators. So basically she's here to give you cut, which I will be avoiding like the plague. Because I hate HM moves. But she does give you a side quest that you have to go through, and, before you leave, this little girl. She is the person who manages the box system in place of Bill or Lynette or Phoebe or whoever. And that takes care of Striaton City. We'll be heading to the Dream Yard for some plot next time. But, for now, that takes care of that, and I will see you guys next time.